Newport, and welcome to From the Desk of the Mayor. Thank you, NEK-TV, for allowing this show to happen so that we can share information with the City of Newport residents. Interns and volunteers, that is a major part of what Newport and Vermont is about. It is so important. Last year, as your mayor, I had an intern. And it was a wonderful experience for that student to learn about municipal government. Interns often move on to share their learned skill sets with others by continuing as partners and stakeholders through continued volunteerism. Volunteers offer crucial support during both times of crisis and times of peace. Many nonprofits, governmental agencies, and other businesses would not be able to run without the help of volunteers. Volunteers are incredibly valuable. They offer us a glimmer of hope. They are helping. Their time is worthy. They are the ones that assist with progress. Whether large or small, they are a driving force driven by empathy and awareness to keep humans connected. So thank you to Newport's volunteers. Our local government directly affects the daily lives of our citizens by making decisions on education, transportation, public safety, and community development. So for these decisions to truly reflect the needs and desires of our community, active citizen participation is essential. And our municipality only benefits from all that you actually do. So thank you. But let's learn about what happened with volunteers November at the municipal building. It was a highly educational time in November when a class came to visit during mayor's hours at the council room to learn about what it is like to be the mayor and the responsibilities of the mayor and how local government actually works. The students came with amazing questions and department heads joined in. A huge shout out to Justice of the Peace Pam Lads of NEK-TV, who also joined in and volunteered hours of her time to participate in the educational discussion at the municipal building. The students enjoyed learning from Ms. Lads about these other positions that are open to run for and how the election process actually works. They were extremely interested to learn that a justice of the peace could actually marry people. These were positions that the students were unaware of. We walked around for them to see where the department heads actually worked. The different offices is what they learned about and where they were situated in the building. So there was a lot of learning going on. The mayor actually appreciates the volunteer hours that our residents, such as Justice of the Peace Pam Lads, provide to Newport. As a follow-up to the discussions, the mayor received personal thank you letters from the students. That really made my day. As a fun treat, ending the time spent together at the council room, each of the students had a chance to actually bang the mayor's gavel, and they had fun doing that. Our future leaders. So volunteering and sharing experiences in November at the municipal building is what took place. What fun. And then brought in December. December took me over to North Country Hospital. The volunteer hours continued there. The mayor enjoyed joining CEO Tom Frank and the Merry Elves as they gathered to decorate the hospital waiting rooms and areas to bring joy and happiness to all of those entering our great hospital. Volunteers, as I said, like Pam Lads, Carol Capaldo Dowd, and her team of elves are what make Newport a solid city. But the volunteerism continues. We had some task force volunteers over at the Municipal Center throughout the months of November and December. As announced at the prior council meetings, President of the Council, Vashon, and the mayor are putting together a task force of volunteers to watch the bills that will be coming out and handle other tasks regarding the situation surrounding our North Country Hospital. The mayor has already heard and begun speaking with those volunteers. We're going to be watching the bills up at the legislature, and we are going to be attending some of those sessions, and most probably the mayor will be testifying. Thank you to all who have already reached out and met with me to put that task force agenda together so that we will be ready for the beginning of the legislative session. I really appreciate those volunteer hours that you spent time with me at the municipal building since our press conference was held in Montpelier, and your continuing time through these months of November and December. Our hospital is a pillar of our community, and we will stand steadfast to make sure that our community has the amazing health care that this hospital offers. I did put in an article in the Newport Daily Express and also in the Dispatch so that you could get some further updates. Sadly, a portion of the mayor's update was cut off from the Newport Daily Express. So usually when that happens or is going to happen, there is further discussion with the mayor before any cuts are allowed, because the mayor makes the decision whether or not to allow the article to go through with any types of edits. This did not happen. However, there was a cutoff, whether it was because of a layout problem, whatever. The mayor's usually notified first before any publication goes that has changes to her update. So I do want you to know a whole section was cut off where the mayor actually talked about, will you get coal for Christmas? And this little excerpt, which I'm going to read you, comes out of A Christmas Tale. For instance, most people are familiar with the threat that misbehaving children might find nothing but a lump of coal in their stocking Christmas morning. So how did that odd story of coal as a Christmas gift begin? The concept of naughty children receiving unwelcome Christmas presents is not strictly an American invention. Other cultures have similar traditions. Italian children know La Befana, the Christmas witch, leaves toys and candy for good children, while bad children get lumps of coal. Misbehaving Dutch and German children are warned of the Krampus, a scary sort of anti-Santa, who leaves coal for Christmas instead of presents. Of course, we don't want anybody to be afraid, and we all know that there are no bad children. All children are awesome. Okay, so the bottom line is it's a humorous gag gift, but here's what I have to say. I have noticed things going on, and I want to let you know, should they get coal versus candy canes? Council meeting purpose. Please remember, come to our council meetings to discuss council business. And the council has been hard at work completing deals for the benefit of the city, bringing forward revitalization plans for the benefit of the city, working in tandem with stakeholders for the benefit of the city, and much more. What do they get? They get candy canes. Individual aldermans. Aldermans, and this is something you all need to understand based on the charter and what's going on, aldermans are not to interfere with operations of the city. Chain of command, and employees are well aware of the chain of command and what insubordination and other forms of misconduct would be, and could cause investigations that could lead to termination. And all employee matters are kept in private, confidentially, looking through what the mayor sees fit to look through. If there's a city manager, that starts there and then rises up to the level of the mayor if need be. So the bottom line is anything that has to do with employees is confidential personnel matter. The problem that we have, okay, is that individual aldermen should not create these employee situations. Aldermen know, and they have been informed continually, that executive sessions are not for information and documents to be shared with others outside of the executive session or outside of the appropriate parties within the city. The historic inappropriate pattern of behavior, including a statement made to a former female mayor that says, "You speak only for the city, only with the council's assent," which is a quote, is horrific. The seriousness of these inappropriate actions has presented and continued to put the city in harm's way. You all also should know that the mayor and the city attorneys have been hearing at public comment that some people are waiting for months for the council members to put back on the personnel policy discussion. You should be very aware that that particular topic was already voted by the council. It was then further decided by the council that Alderman Charbonneau, who says he has some questions concerning the personnel policy, would meet with the mayor and the city attorneys to address his questions. It has been months and still no response from Alderman Charbonneau as to when he would like to have this meeting. So what are we left with at the council meetings continually, okay, is the mayor's not putting it on the agenda. The mayor's not putting it on the agenda, okay? Enough. Let us move forward. What do we give them? Coal. Next, PRA requests. They continue, and so are the rising costs to the taxpayers. The continual PRA requests, and also a local lawsuit, which everyone is aware of, I have told you about, that was brought by a citizen attorney, okay, though now it is, we've responded to it and we say it's pretty much indiscernible and go rewrite it because we don't even understand what you wrote. Pretty much, okay, we look at it as a self-serving, indiscernible lawsuit. The exorbitant PRA requests are supplemented by this apparent aligned group making PRA requests that clearly are no further benefit to the city. Please understand, PRA requests are your right, and we do respond to them appropriately and timely. Please understand, though, that using the time of the city and the city's attorneys for whatever your sole purpose, campaign or otherwise, is harmful to the taxpayers. Why? It costs them money. What do you get? Coal. Newspapers need sources for correct reporting. Once papers have lost their credibility, most probability will also be a loss of readers to follow. Without readers, next comes your loss of advertisers, and soon possible potential bankruptcy or closure. Gaining back credibility is crucial to the papers to retain their readers and their advertisers. Changes in reporters have taken place in 2 of our local papers. Once correct stories that are now being reported, papers will sell and advertisers will continue to buy those ads. So welcome to these new reporters, and thank you for the accurate reporting. Goodbye to gossip. What do they get? Candy canes. Hometown holidays. That was a blast on Saturday night. Palmerlow Park kicked off with the lighting of the tree. A special shout out to President of the Council, Chris Michon's son. He actually pulled the switch and lit up the city. What a great volunteer action that was. And Santa and Mrs. Claus and their reindeer were officially here. Shout out to Recreation Director Mike Brown for putting together this amazing holiday sensation, working with our partners, stakeholders, and volunteers. Our police chief and his team, and our interim fire chief and his team are always ready to keep us safe and sound and respond on a moment's notice. Thank you to DPW for keeping our streets plowed and sanded and cleared. What better way to move through the holiday season and forge into the new year but as a united Newport City? Happy holidays to all, and what do you got? Candy canes. Newport City and the Northeast Kingdom, for all you do for one another, for always bringing great entertainment and joy to your neighbors, for always trying to watch out for your neighbors, for all of the volunteers and hard working, that time that you put in. Candy canes, candy canes, candy canes, candy canes. So please continue to come to my Mayor's Hours on Monday mornings from 9 to 11, Wednesday mornings by appointment from 9 to 11, follow from the desk of the mayor on NEK-TV. Watch for the next episode from NEK-TV, which is The Walk with the Mayor. And remember, it is so important because you are what's important. And I want to thank all of you for your amazing attendance. I want at my Mayor's Hours, and for your responses, and for letting me know that you appreciate these various venues and that the goals are being achieved. So as your mayor, I will continue to keep this time for you and keep you updated appropriately. So I wish you all candy canes and happy and safe holidays. And I thank you and know I will always give back to the state and the city because it's important to me. So thank you for your confidence. Have a wonderful holiday season.